How's it going, guys? Welcome back to my channel, Fast Hands Gaming. I'm your boy Fast. So today, I do have a summon event. It's nothing special, but what I really wanted to do was go ahead and talk to you guys. Obviously, there's a lot been going on the last 2 days with the new event and with the new quote-unquote balance changes. So while I do this summon event, it's obviously not going to be very much. This is mainly so I can kill two birds with one stone. I can talk to you guys about my thoughts and opinions about both the event and the update and get my summons done. So let's go ahead and get into it. So first off, let's go ahead and just clarify the fact I absolutely love this game. It's why I do these videos. It's why I've taken on so much responsibility in the community, trying to help out people on Facebook, Discord. I mean, you guys message me all the time on my personal Facebook, on YouTube, and I try to get back to all of you as best I can. So, I mean, you all should know by now that I obviously spend money on this game because I love it, and I have always said that if you love a game, you should support the dev team. Now, that being said, with the current event, and I expected it to be kind of expensive. You know, I even told you guys, hey, RL is going to cost money. With everything that they've done and put into it, I didn't expect it to be this extreme. I'm actually very disappointed in this event. It is just very hungry driven money-wise. I think they could have done a lot better. Obviously, every event we always have bugs. I don't ever complain or worry about that, but it is the sheer fact that it just costs so much money. You know, I thought Aurel would be about 20. They want 50 for, and the elite summons I knew would still cost money, but it's so expensive to have to put money and just to try to get that one hero. I think they could have gone a better route. I just am very disappointed with the dev team and what they did in this event. I'm even more disappointed in the fact that they made an RL skin and then they pushed out, I guess the big thing that it hits more harder than the event now is this new update or quote unquote balance changes to armor. If you didn't know, I'm sure you guys have seen, I have a few videos out mainly on attack heroes talking about, and guess what? The first artifact I always say is run is armor penetration because it's so good in this game. Well, with this current update, that's gone. All assassins are pretty much gone due to them reducing the damage on both the rune and the artifact. So assassin-wise, you know, that really hurts because obviously most people run a Zinx, most people run a Mist. A lot of players play Zal, Hinata. I mean, assassins are by far probably the most played group in this game. Now, them doing this essentially takes them all out. I mean, you can still technically play them in a way, but Mist is 100% unusable in my opinion now. She was a really good counter for Icarus. Now she can't one-shot him. What's this gonna be? There's a Zinx, guys. Well, that really does suck. But getting back to it, guess what? Morna is a Ranger. Ranger's going to be definitely on the rise now. Lass is going to be a very hard-hitting, and I've already seen posts of it, how hard he can hit. Because Rangers aren't affected by the armor penetration now, because they naturally get that. So Zygor and Lass, if you didn't already guess, are now and are the two best Rangers to run. So I expect to see a lot more of Lass and Zygor than before. But this hurts so many players, mainly the people that are in between. So people who have only been playing for a few months, have started building their teams. This hurts because it's really hard to change mid-game to a new hero. Obviously, you guys know I have a second account. And guess what? You guys have seen it. I run 3 assassins. So this really hurts that account. because I'm running 3 assassins. My main account doesn't hurt as much. I can easily swap out Zinx and Mist, but as a player, it hurts to lose Zinx because he was one of the first heroes I got. I've always loved his art. I've always loved Abyss, and him and Zygor are the 2 heroes I wanted right off the bat. So to have to sacrifice him now off my team does really hurt me, both in power and as a player who enjoys this game. Now, that being said, I have seen a lot of people always saying, well, should I run 2 of this, 2 of this? This is the time where you should be experimenting, if you're able to. Don't just go back into the same thing, and that's what I see a lot of players is, oh, should I run 2 last for the damage? Experiment. Don't just run what you think is going to be needed to be ran. Don't just join the herd. Warriors have a legit possibility now to be decent. Now you're like, well, there's not. Dark is done, 100% done. But don't forget, in Dark there is 1 Ranger and 1 Warrior. So time will tell if those Morna and the Warrior's name escapes me at the moment. Manarch can rise to the occasion now. So obviously Mage, Priest, Warrior, and Ranger are what's left, because Assassin at this point is honestly just 100% done. There's nothing we can do about it. You might as well just, and if you're running a Mist, just take her off your team. She is just, and some people say it's a he. It looks like a girl to me, so I'm just going to say it's a she. In this time and age, you can't, quote unquote, gender, whatever. Anyway, but she just doesn't hit as hard. Zinx doesn't hit as hard. Lass hits like a truck. And Manarch. So I would give Warriors a chance. Think about it, guys. You can reset your masteries. That's not a big issue. So try it. Build a Warrior. If you've already been using Dark, then switch to Manarch. Because guess what? Zal and Hanetta, and you might be like, oh, what about our debuff? If you're worried about the debuff, you might as well be running Wise Eater and not worry about it at all. Wise is going to be better than her now. Sorry. Light heroes are obviously untouched, so you have 2 really good light heroes in Tia and Xavier, and Phalanx might be worth trying out now too. Like I'm saying, really experiment now, because now we know with this new group because if you didn't know, the dev team has added some new people to it. They're going to start changing things. Now, do I think that they should go and do something this dramatic right off the bat? No, you don't just kill off a whole group. You just can't do that. Especially when you're not pushing out heroes like you should be. So dev team, if you're listening, you're not pushing out heroes fast enough to do this type of thing to your player base. Like, I would be surprised if you don't lose at least 30% of your player base due to this fact, because so many have put money in this game. So many have put so much time and effort. You know how hard it is to build 3 assassins in your team? And some people are like, oh, well, those people are screwed. Well, the person that's saying that sounds like the person who's lost to those teams. So now, yeah, of course you're going to be happy. But for the rest of us, takes a lot to invest in 3 heroes of the same class. So who's this going to be? Hopefully, look at that. There is a Xavier. Hallelujah. And Avalar, he's going to be fed to Xavier, hands down. So I'll take that. Not bad. Anyway, I don't also like the fact that they put this out an hour after saying that they were going to. So we didn't even have time as a player base to be ready. You should give us a week to 2 weeks ahead. You know what I'm saying? Because, guys, if we have time, there was people that went and spent their relics, spent their summons, and they started building stuff, bought stuff with their Titan souls, and I have a friend who plays this game. Actually, I have quite a few friends in this game, but one of them runs 2 Zincs, and guess what happened after this? After him spending that time to build those up, gone. He's fed other heroes to him, and I feel for him. Like, it sucks. Like, when you lose half to 3/4 of your team, what are you gonna do? How can you survive from that? What's this gonna be? Of course, any other day I'd be so happy because these would have been really good polls, but now it's just like, oh, cool, food. But yeah, Priest is going to be obviously really strong. Now, I don't know yet if Icarus can. Now, you guys are going to be like, well, he's fire. Well, guess what? He still has to deal with Zygor, and he still has to deal with Glass, who can hit harder now. And then there's already. So guess what? And like I said, Warriors. I would honestly experiment with Warriors. I really would, with their armor and stuff. Because you can't one-shot teams anymore. So really go and experiment, guys. That's why I really want to start pushing right now is experiment, because we don't know what's going to happen in the future. Don't just settle on one class. I guess that is the rule of thumb. Obviously, there's a lot of priests, and we have upcoming heroes that are going to be mages. Just do the best that you can, really, at this point. I would honestly try to build one hero of each class that you personally like, and that way, if anything happens to that certain class, again, like assassins, then you can have a backup. That's what I'm going to start pushing for is... one warrior, one assassin, one ranger, one priest, one mage. And I'm going to pick the ones I want. The ones I think are going to be good, the ones that have the best abilities out of that class. Now, warriors, obviously, there's very few warriors right now. That is what sucks the most. I'm going to probably push for Manarch. I'm not going to lie. I think I have to reread his abilities, but that's what I'm going to probably push for. But, again, that's just where I'm coming from, guys. I am, again, really disappointed with this update because, I really wanted the Aurel skin. I really did. Because I think she's really cool. I enjoy playing with her. Now, with the update, I have not seen her having issues. But I can't justify in my mind now, after them completely neutering assassins, to spend $50 on her skin when she's probably not going to perform as well. So really, if you haven't spent money on the event, or if you were waiting to buy her, I would honestly not buy her skin now. That's up to you. It feels wrong to spend $50 on something that just got nerfed. They didn't, that's like for the people who bought Icarus. What if he really got nerfed right after that? You would have probably felt like crap. So I think that was really shady of them to push Aurel skin and then nerf her class. So dev team, I'm disappointed. I'm really disappointed in you guys for the first time. I love this game and I really want to push for this game, but if this is going to be how you guys treat your player base from now on, not letting us know, there's no communication. I understand that, holidays are how you guys make your money. This isn't the way to do it. All this does is piss off your player base. And there are other games that have done this, and you know what happens to those games? They fall. You're already having to struggle with other games in America, AFK and Raid, and there's a few others. You are a free-to-play Primo game, and then you should have a bit where you want us to buy, but pushing what you have done and then not justifying when you're going to neuter a class and you're not pushing out new heroes for us to play and experiment with and all this other stuff, and you're saying that you're on track and whatever, it doesn't feel like that. It feels like you're not talking, that you don't care. And that's just not me saying that. That's a lot of players saying that. So I really would watch it. There's gonna be those idiots that are like, oh no, cool, that's cool. I'm gonna keep spending money. Be smart, guys. The writing was on the wall. I already knew this game eventually would be pushing more money-wise, but really pay attention. Like, be smart from now on when you build heroes. Obviously, don't build build multiple heroes of the same class now, because we don't know what's going to happen. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching. I'm sorry for those who can't understand English. It is my native tongue. I have no way to change that for you guys. For everyone else, I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'm going to try to put out some new videos now because I have to rework my hero builds. So hopefully I can get a couple of those out for you guys this weekend. I know a lot of you are still pushing for Icarus. I'll try to get Icarus. I'm going to probably look at, well, you already have Lass. So I'm going to look at a few different heroes. I'm not really familiar with the warrior class. There's nothing really good artifact-wise for warriors, but I'll see what the best I can, and I'll get back to you guys.